Hello, welcome to the land of Kekiak. My name is Laurel. Today I'm going to talk to you about consonants, vowels, and syllables. You're probably here because you find yourself in a position to be teaching some lucky kid about spelling, right? That's how I went down this whole rabbit hole myself. And so I thought I'd put together a little series for us. If you use my McGuffey spelling levels 1 through 6, you know that I do address syllable types, and you just can't get around this stuff if you really start breaking down English. So let's just start with the basics today, okay? So the first thing we're going to talk about are vowels. All right, I've shared this book before. I'm going to link it in the description box. I love this book so much. I had a copy and then I couldn't find it. Like I left it around the house somewhere. And so I ordered a new one. And of course, as soon as I ordered a brand new one, I found my other one on top of a cabinet in the dining room because I carry it around because I end up pulling it out all the time. So now I have two, and I'm not getting rid of either of them because this could happen again. But anyways, I think that Denise gives the best explanation for consonants, vowels, and syllables in the most concise way. So I'm going to just read to you a small section from her book, Consonants, Vowels, and Syllables, what they are and why they matter. So most English speakers have memorized the vowels A, E, I, O, and U, and sometimes Y. However, I seldom have met anyone who knows the definition of a vowel and consonant. So what's a vowel? A vowel is a sound that is produced when the mouth is open and the sound is not blocked by the lips, teeth, or tongue. Vowels are sounds that can be sustained, as in singing, and controlled for volume. To say a vowel sound, we must open our mouths. It is this opening that forms syllables. I was just doing this with my first grader the other day, where we put our hand under our chin while we were talking, and every time our chin, our mouth opened and our chin touched the top of our hand, we counted the vowel sounds, right? Which coincidentally also corresponds to how many syllables. She says, consonants, on the other hand, are sounds which are blocked by the tongue, teeth, or lips in some way. Most of them are difficult to sing or control for volume. So this is another thing we were doing. So I did have us go through all the sounds of the alphabet and determine if anything was blocking our mouths. Was, when we did the P for P, my lips blocked the sound coming out of my mouth. But when we did T and D for T and D, my teeth and my tongue actually curled up behind my teeth too, in front of my mouth. So I had him, he was making the sounds, and then I was doing them very exaggerated so he could look at my mouth really close and so he could see what I was talking about. It is very simple to identify consonants and vowels. Simply try to sing or shout the sounds. If a sound can be easily sung or shouted and your mouth is open, it is a vowel. Let me try it. Ah, or ah. Sorry about that. I hope that wasn't really obnoxious. But your kids will like doing that if you do that practice with them. They'll think it's funny. If it cannot be sung or shouted, such as B, it is a consonant. She does make a note that it's B and not B. Don't put like a vowel sound after the B. She says some students want to classify M as a vowel because it can be sung like right? The mouth, however, is closed. The definition of a vowel is that the mouth is open and the sound can be sustained as if it were being sung. So it has to be both open and able to be sung. So you could do that test on all 75 phonograms and you'll discover that English has 15 vowel sounds. Vowels create the most difficulty for reading and spelling in English. This is partially due to the fact that English is a vowel-rich language. Moreover, English has 28 ways to write the 15 vowel sounds. And most of the vowel phonograms can make more than one of the 15 sounds. Yeah, think about, the A can spell a, and ah. And because it could be a schwa too. A, ah, It's like 4 sounds for one representation, one symbolic representation for 4 sounds. The vowels are what vary the most among dialects and are typically not pronounced clearly the way they are spelled. So let's move on to syllables. So English, she says, is a rhythmic language. The rhythm is formed by, you guessed it, syllables. A syllable is an uninterrupted segment of sound which is formed by the opening and closing of the mouth to form vowels. Knowing how many syllables are in a word and where the syllable breaks occur greatly aids spelling. One of the easiest ways to learn to count syllables is to place your hand under your chin. We talked about that. If this fails, you can hum the word. For example, table would be whereas museum would be So every syllable does have one vowel sound and at least one written vowel, at least one. Sometimes there's more than one written vowel, like letter, right? Like it's the word hall, H-A-U-L. That's one syllable. This vowel sound is ah, but it's spelled A-U, right, with 2 letters. But it's still one vowel sound. So every syllable must have at least one written vowel, just at least. In most words, L and R behave as typical consonants. However, the sounds ol and are similar to vowels in that they can be sustained, like ol, Though the sound is blocked by the tongue, there's less obstruction than with other consonants. This means L and R sometimes form a new syllable without a vowel sound. This occurs at the end of a word. Consider words such as table, waffle, acre. So that's where we get one of our silent E rules, is that there has to be at least one written vowel, and that's why we see an E added on to the end of those words, correct? Okay. So we've now gone over what's a vowel, what's a consonant, what's a syllable. So syllables are units, little units of sound with only one vowel sound in them, right? It's not the same as a single phoneme. That would just be one sound, like ah, but a combination of phonemes, but with one syllable and one little unit of sound, such as tabe and table, is a syllable. Okay. So now that you have that foundational information, let's move on to what are our syllable types. So typically people will say there's 6, right? 6 syllable types. You may commonly hear them referred to closed, open, consonant LE, vowel team, magic E, and R controlled. Here's a different list. It's got 7. We've got closed, open, unit, silent E, consonant LE, vowel team, and bossy R. So I will be making videos about each syllable type, what it is, examples, and how do we divide syllables within words. So meet me back here for that next video. Bye.